Welcome to the FAQ podcast, frequently asked questions with Fuzzy and Quincy. Listen, Buzz.
Yep.
I've been wanting to talk to this guy for a while. I listen to his music when me and my kids go to school. I drop them off at school.
Safe.
It's a great vibe. Yeah. But it's a great vibe, but it's like, this is what you would want to hear when you're...
To start off your day.
To start off your day. Not even just to start off your day. Just sometimes you're dragging. Sometimes you live in a city that doesn't have sunshine. Sometimes you live in a city where people, eat bullets for breakfast. I don't want to be one of those people.
I don't have that problem in LA. You feel me?
I know you don't, man. Please subscribe. FAQ Podcast, yes. Frequently Asked Questions with Fuzzy and Quincy from Houston, Texas. He's a label owner. He tiptoes around the lines. Mm-hmm. He's an artiste. He's a global icon. Can we give it up for the man they call Lecrae? Lecrae. I'm gonna say this. Can we start this off like this, Fuzz? I was very disrespected when I found out me and Lecrae are the same age.
Wow, how's that disrespectful?
Because he sleeps way longer than me. You can see he has hair. He still has his hair.
Cornrows. But he is in Atlanta, so they be doing implants. We'll probably figure
maybe
out.
None of that.
Maybe
you think he has none of that? You think he has implants?
None of that. It's big out here.
What year did you graduate high school?
98.
All right, so I graduated in 96, but we're around the same. We were in the same little. Yeah. I should have graduated in 97. I was really smart. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah. But anyway, we're around the same age. I'm just mad. I'm a little angry.
Why? You can't. He's a good dude.
Life's been whipping.
You're a good dude too.
Nah, but he looks way younger. My life's been whipping my ass.
God knew I was gonna be in entertainment, man. That's why what I'm saying he took care.
But he works out a lot too.
You see what he said? We're not in entertainment. He says God knew I was going to be in entertainment. We're not in entertainment.
It's just genetics. It ain't that you look old. It's just that I look really young. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
I'm just saying.
I would feel a certain kind of way.
I feel some type of way. Thank you, Fuzz. I'm starting to sweat.
Hey, cool. It's really painful though, to be honest with you, when the youngins be like, you tell them how old you are, they be like, shut up, you're lying. I'm like, oh.
Got that Benjamin Button going on.
I feel real old right now, the way you acting right now. So you know what I'm saying?
I accept that though.
Yeah, man.
It's a good thing though.
Where do we start with Lecrae, Fuzz?
Let's start from the giddy up. Like Lecrae, where you born, where you from, and
right?
Originally from Houston, Texas, man. Houston, Texas is in my roots. But I moved around a lot. Single parent home. My mom moved us to Denver. Then I had family, as I was telling Fuzzy earlier, family in Southern California. So I was all over Southern California, from San Diego to Inglewood, you know what I mean? And I was up to no good.
He was a teenager.
You feel me? But I planted roots in Atlanta, man. And, this is Wakanda. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, this is like...
I love Atlanta, man.
The last, 15 years, this has been... this is like LA. Like, you come to Atlanta now, it's like you don't really need to leave.
And you run into everybody.
Everybody live here.
And it's always sweet tea and big booties and stuff.
You can't talk about.
I'm just keeping it 100. Like
you can't talk like that in front of Lecrae. He's
my partner.
He's about to open a church.
No, he ain't.
I know.
No.
Don't put that
on me, Ricky Bobby.
How does that feel? Like, when people meet you. I mean, of course they give you respect because it's a certain. Your music gives a certain kind of respect that that you garner, but you like, no, dog, I'm a human being.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I got my own personal mission, and I think they want me to be what they've seen traditionally in existence. I'm not trying to be that. I'm trying to be what I am. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like, it's just the same as like you see Jay-Z or you see Nipsey Hussle, God bless his soul. You see them walk in a business meeting. Like, where your suit at? Where your tie at? What's your hair going on? It's like, I'm a businessman, but not like how you expected me to look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like others.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, so it's like, I'm a Christian, but I'm not how you expected me to look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I move different.
Yeah.
Lecrae's probably one of the most down to earth. I'm gonna say hip hop rappers. Like, I know that, he's cut from our cloth.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel freely to say certain things in front of him or conversate, whatever, because he don't judge me, I don't judge him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I really want you to be on this on our podcast, Lecrae, because it's like I don't want you to be in a box.
I feel you.
And I'm saying I'm not speaking for anybody else.
Yeah.
Fuzzy from FAQ don't want to see Lecrae in a box, because I feel like in the gospel Christian community where you're very successful at, but you are a hip hop head, you are a hip hop artist.
Oh yeah.
And I play your music at ignorant levels because it got slapped, knocks. Him and E40, like he got joints.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in our community we don't. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, we don't get a chance to embrace him into our community.
Yeah. It's like a line. It's like an invisible line.
Yep. They don't want
respect.
They don't want the meat and potatoes touching.
Right.
Yeah.
And why do you feel like it's that though?
I mean, you need people to break down barriers. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, it's just unwritten rules, especially like in hip hop. It's just been all these unwritten rules that it's like, like why? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't like, a street code or something like that. It's just these unwritten rules. Like for a long time, it's like, you supposed to be a gangster, you dancing? It's like, who said gangsters don't dance? Mac 10 said that. So it ain't.
It's sketchy.
It must be law.
It's law.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what it is. It's like, what side of the street you walking on? You know what I'm saying? Is you with the Lord or you not with the Lord? Or I'm like, yeah, I'm with him. But I'm over here doing my thing. I'm in here with you. You know what I'm saying?
And I think even with, like you said, with those boxes, it's like no one is just one thing. Right. Like even with we seen Kirk Franklin, he was cursing out his son. I'm like, yeah, my son got out of line, I would curse his ass out too. Like,
you gonna get at him?
Yeah, that's nothing.
You're a parent.
Yes. So it's
but
no.
Since
it's
Kirk
no
Franklin is the man of everybody. Look, oh my God,
ain't nobody perfect.
You gotta take people off them pedestals, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, I say, look, I follow the Lord not because I'm perfect and have it all together. I follow him because I'm a mess and I need help. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? That's how I roll with it. Like, I'm not trying to act all holier than thou. Like
and you say that in your rap.
Yeah,
you say that in your song.
Oh yeah, big facts. I'm not trying to make an excuse to go do a bunch of do crazy stuff, but I'm just saying, yes, I'm human.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
so were you raised in church or your parents or like?
Nah, that's the crazy. See, that's what I think trips people out. Somebody asked me today. They was like, "Yeah, so who you think will win in the battle, Fred Hammond or John P. Key?" I was like,
well, I don't know.
I don't know, nigga. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't answer this for you because I didn't grow up in church like that for real. You know what I'm saying?
And those two guys are legendary in the church community.
Yes.
Yeah, right, in the gospel. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like.
The answer is Fred Hammond would knock John P. Key out, but
there you go. You know what I mean? So I respect people who did grow up in church. I didn't. I'm not a church kid trying to rap. I'm a rap kid who met God. You know, I came from the jungle and then I went into the greenhouse. You know what I'm saying? And so now folks like, you in the greenhouse now, you got to act this way, do this.
Nope.
I'm like, bro, I'm really from the jungle. I got to go back out to the jungle to help my people, who's still out there in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't raised in church. My grandma was like, for real serious about God, and she prayed for me and she, introduced me. But my mama was like tired of the rules and all that type of stuff. So she's like, we not messing with it. So she was like,
because she saw probably a lot of the, when I say negative side of certain church, like there's certain rules and things you can't. I'm like, who's telling me I can't do that? Like,
the religion. That's the religion.
It's the religion part.
I don't fool with the religion.
And it's the relationship.
Bang.
That matters with.
Bang.
All right, so
like how they got VIP in church? Like why can't I sit there? Yeah,
facts.
Yeah, they got VIP in church. I would ask my mom. I'm like, yo, why can't we sit up there? They's like, well,
you ain't kicking $500 or more, man.
That's BS.
I don't play them games.
Yeah,
cool.
I don't play them games.
But no, it was a story, right? Talking about you coming from the jungle.
Yeah.
You got locked up. You had the B on it. He had the
he had the burner
and the Bible.
Oh
yeah. I had the Bible on
me.
He had
the B on him.
I had to work.
How was you selling drugs with a Bible on you?
Hey, why would you? What are you talking about? You need a Bible to be out there. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's the same reason people put a Bible on their dashboard so the car don't get broken in. Man, if you don't get,
that's what I really for real. But he said it. No, but low key, to be honest with you, I was out there, and mind you know what I'm saying? Like I had a great mom. She invested in me. She was there for me. I knew the right way to go. I just chose to do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You got to make some mistakes.
Yeah, I did stupid stuff. So I'm out there. Me and my partner, man. We got our little situation we set up. Our little shop set up, and the crazy part about it was like the year before all of this happened, I really did have an encounter with God. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo. I really want to follow the Lord. I didn't know exactly how to do it, but I was like, I'm about to get on this path. So I'm on the path. So I really am reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma gave me a Bible. I'm really reading it. I'm highlighting it, everything. I'm trying to grow.
Oh, you in it.
But I'm really still out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like trying to wrestle with that. So anyway, long story short, I'm out there. I pull up on a high school campus. You know what I'm saying? On a high school campus, because school get out, I'm passing out flyers for an event. That's really how we used to get it off. We have everybody come to an event, and they come to the event, bow, we make do our little thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm passing out the flyers for the event. I'm not doing no hand-to-hands. I'm not doing nothing crazy like that. But I have stuff in my car.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So they caught me. They saw me. And they was like, he don't go to school here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they was going to spot me out.
You don't blend in. You're very tall, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he ain't on the basketball
exactly.
team.
That's what I wasn't thinking. So I was like, you don't go to school here. So they singled me out. And then I seen them at the police at the door. And I was like, oh, let me turn around and head to the other door real quick. And then they was at the other door. I was like, oh, they really like looking for me. Like, what did I do? So I'm like, hey, I'm good. They like, hey, come on, man. You got to, get off the campus. And I was like, all right, it's no big deal. I'm going to get off campus. And then I don't know if they cameras. I don't know how they saw me get out my car and go in the building. So they was all waiting at my car. Damn. The whole situation is like, you trespassing. We search your car. I'm in the cuffs. It's all bad. And the officer who searched my car, I know he saw what I had, and this is how I know he knew, because he saw the Bible. He came back to me, and I'm sitting in the squatter. He like, hey, you read this Bible? I said, I need to. He said, man, you see the highlights, whatever. He's like, man, I really want you to get into this word and stay out of trouble.
Word.
And he sent me back to my car, and I went back to my car. The work was gone,
because they took it.
The work was gone, and the Bible's there. And I didn't ask no questions. I was like, I'm getting out of here.
Damn, that was a sign from God.
What?
Yeah.
What? So, I should have paid attention. I didn't. But it took a couple more incidents for me to really get the message. That was a big one, though.
So how did your old people that you were like, yo, dog, I'm going this way?
Oh, they thought I was crazy. They was like, what is you, Frederick Douglass? What you, Malcolm X? What is you, all right? Because, when you first find God, you be real extra with it. If you ever meet somebody who first find the Lord, they in it.
He was extra with it.
Boy,
he was a Bible thumper.
What? You know what I'm saying, brother?
In Ezekiel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't doing it. But I was just real extreme, because that's how I was anyway. That's how I was before I met God. I was real extreme. They used to call me Crazy Cray because I was just down for whatever. I do the crazy stuff. I'm all the way in.
I don't know who this guy is talking about right here. That's crazy.
Look, I'm
Crazy Cray.
I'm telling you.
I can see it's still there. You can't tell? He's still there.
I was with it. So,
I feel you.
Anyway, so I just was like, they was like, man, you for real. I remember my homeboy Corey was like, so you not finna smash these chicks no more?
You remember his facial expression and everything.
I was like, nah, bro. Like, no more?
Not even once a month?
Hey, so they was all like, it was just like wow for them. But, you got to find your rhythm, man, and find your lane and just grow.
So, okay, any of those guys still with you?
Oh, yeah, they all fam, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I went through my season where it was kind of like, I think it's kind of like a drug addict. If you addicted to some alcohol, if you addicted to something, you got to take a break from folks who own it so you can get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take a break from some of the homies for a minute because I was like, bro, y'all, every time I get with y'all, I end up going further than I want to go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out how I rock until I found my lane, and now it's all love. It's respect. You know what I'm saying? They know my limits. I know their limits. So it's kind of like, look, it's like if we go to Vegas, they know this like, hey, Craig gonna be the one to make sure we get home.
Hold on. You still go to Vegas?
What's wrong with that?
What's the gospel awards that be out Vegas?
Stellar Awards.
Yeah, the Stellar.
Stellar
You go to Vegas and it's not Stellar Awards season?
Let me tell you something, man. I'm still up right now. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I'm still up.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I go to Vegas, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm not. Look, I follow my convictions. If I'm going too far, then it's kind of like, all right, I'm not going to go further than I know I need to be going. But I'm not here to condemn nobody. I may not condone what you do, but I ain't going to condemn you for it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. I got to say this publicly. Shout out to Jesse Jackson. He called my radio show one time, and he was doing the funeral for the word nigga. I told you about this, right?
No.
What? Yo, dog. He was doing a funeral for the word nigga.
Jesse Jackson.
And he was like,
but he uses that word a lot. But go ahead.
So he's like, yo, we're doing a funeral for the word nigga. I said, yo, I'm gonna be real with you, Reverend. I'm gonna keep using the word nigga. I just love it too much.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not going to that funeral.
I'm not going to that
nigga.
funeral. So he's like, so he said, young man, what school did you go to? Well, did you graduate college? I said,
Wait,
yeah,
is this on the air?
it's on air.
Yes, go ahead.
I
brother.
said, yeah, I went to Temple University. He said, well, you have not gotten your education. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and not say the word nigga. A couple years after that, he got caught calling Obama a nigga. I said, nigga. Oh, I was like, nigga, see, you coming at me. We all got some shit with us.
I didn't know that story, but I know he gets down on the.
So
what?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I rock with Lecrae because people be like, you can't do this. I don't do that. It's like, dog, and then you get caught because we not perfect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna get fired trying to connect to my folks if I'm every 5 seconds I'm telling them what they doing wrong. It's like most folks know when they doing something wrong anyway. You ain't gotta tell nobody they doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like, tell them when they doing something right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more about like, let me encourage you toward the good stuff instead of always.
But he's having fun, like Lecrae's having fun doing it.
Yeah.
You look at his videos, very creative, fun. It's not serious. He's not like having a cross with smoke coming behind it and he's elevating. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
There'd be nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
But
I'm being me,
It's not,
man.
I'm just saying it's not cheesy. It's just he's really being
me.
competitive.
Yeah.
Listen, we are in a music business. He is a businessman, like
For sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can listen to Lecrae albums and not because he didn't take any shortcuts and do anything cheesy. Like,
Yeah.
and he will read like I just sent you one of my favorite mixtapes, the other day. So I'm like, I said, yo,
What's that, Church Clothes?
yeah, Church Clothes. It was 3, I think.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite Lecrae projects. But it's like, I play it. Anybody knows I like it's in my workout playlist. Then you hear Lecrae. Then you may hear some Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, and whatever. Like, it's in the mix of all that. So that's why I don't want nobody to put my brother Lecrae in a box because he is a good dude and he makes great music. He makes great like business moves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, past the music stuff, he's just a great business guy.
Let's talk about that.
Business wise, man. Well,
So I'm about to start off with the label.
Yeah, I'm about to say a lot of people don't know. I've been running an independent label for years now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm signing myself. You know what I mean? I got 9 artists on my label. All of them doing well. We had multiple number ones. Platinum, gold, plaques, Grammys. Stellars, Doves, all of that type of stuff. And all of that is because people didn't know what to do with me. They didn't have a box for me. So I was like, cool, I'll do this myself. Yeah. Me and my partners, we ran it ourselves. And so we've been running a successful business for years now, man, and putting out quality music and just trying to teach some of these young artists, how to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be Diddy when I was a kid. Diddy or like Eazy-E. I was like, oh, they like business dudes. You know what I'm saying? They artists.
You was always intrigued by that before you even start rapping?
Before I started rapping. Like, really? I wanted to be like them dudes. I had a plan. When I was a kid, I had a plan to be like Diddy. Like, I used to write it out. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to start this, and then I'm going to have this, and I'm going to have this. You know what I'm saying? And I would just admire. I was admire Eazy-E moves. I was like, man, he got Bone Thugs and Harmony. And then, you know what I'm saying? Even like seeing.
So that inspired you?
Yeah, big time. Death Row inspired me, seeing what was going on. So, all of that stuff was like, things that I wanted to aspire toward. And I just didn't know it was going to be done with like this faith lens on it, which is cool. I don't mind bringing that, but it's like, I pioneered some stuff that wouldn't have been here. And I used to not would say that, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I pioneered some stuff. Yeah. So
100%. You can say that.
Yeah.
What's the name of the record label if anybody don't know?
Reach Records. Yeah, Reach Records, man. We got Wande, we got 1K Few, we got RG, we got Andy Mineo, who,
that video you just, man.
Been About It. Yeah, man. Go check out that Been About It. It's an ode to hip hop, an homage, you know what I'm saying? Honor. Hip hop 50th anniversary coming up, you know what I'm saying? So check out that video. And then, Andy had one of the biggest songs of the summer. Me and him had Coming In Hot. It was all over the social media. You know what I'm saying? 100 million streams everywhere. So
independently.
Independently. No major distro, no major label, all independently. You know what I'm saying? So
you think you better than us?
I do. I do.
He's definitely better.
I got to throw it back too. So I'm from Philly. my homie I did radio with.
Yeah.
Before I met him, I just thought gospel music or like Christian music was like, it was this certain kind of way. My man, Jermaine Dolly.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We did radio together. Like, I always try to throw it back to him. Just a great dude. But once I got into it, I'm like, hold up. Why don't we play this type of music? Why don't we see these Jonathan trailers? Why don't we see these kind of, dudes in the forefront, man?
Politics, huh?
I mean, people need to know what it is. They looking for a category. That's why Beyonce can't be called a pop artist. She is a pop artist. She the most popular artist, but she gonna be R&B because she black.
Yeah.
It's why, black is gospel, white is CCM or contemporary Christian. That's just the way situations get set up.
Still segregated, man.
Yeah, it's still segregated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way that the systems we got it. But I quit caring. I ain't gonna lie to you. You get older, you like, nigga, I don't care, man. Whatever, bro. I'm finna do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You put me in whatever box you want to call me, what you want to call me. I'm gonna do my thing. And then you the one that gonna have to figure out what is happening right now. What is he doing? Like, why is he doing this? I'll never forget, bro. I was a big I still am a big Erykah Badu fan.
And how?
Erykah fire, right?
Yeah, right.
So big Erykah Badu fan. I was in Dallas, and I was part of this little rap squad called Squad X, and we used to rap at her spot called Reciprocity, and we would go to her spot and rap. Well, one day I seen her, and she was coming into this hotel, and this is after she appeared in Lil Flip's video. So in my brain, I'm thinking Erykah is supposed to be earthy and wise and incense,
walking around barefoot with incense burning or something. Yeah, real earthy.
Exactly.
Right,
so I'm like, why she in Lil Flip video? He got the cup of the syrup, and what is happening right now? You know what I'm saying? So I walked up to her, and I was all like confused. I was like, Erykah, what was you doing in Lil Flip video? And she was like, 'cause that's my nigga. And I had to sit with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like,
she really represent the town.
I do what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
put me in a box.
Exactly. And that's how I feel now. I'm like, look, man, you gonna have to you gonna have to figure out what's going on, because I'm not gonna help you figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
But were you already, like, what made you get into rapping? Like, what was that one thing that be like, I'm gonna start rapping?
All right, so my cousins, I remember we was in San Diego, shout out Southeast San Diego, and my cousins was staying out there with us at my grandma's house, and two major moments, I never forget two moments. One was I'm sitting there with my cousins, and it's late at night, and I'm supposed to be asleep, and they watching like Rap City or something like that, and I was like, what is this? I'm a little kid, I'm like 5, 6 years old or something like that. I'm like, what is this? So I'm in there just hiding behind the couch, like, it's a whole new world. I'm like, this feel like me. And then my uncle had got out of prison, and he was sitting on leaning on his car, and he was blasting. I don't know if it was Easy or Dre, or he was blasting something, and I was like, this is crazy. It might have been NWA or something like that. And I was like, bruh, what in the world is happening right now? I want to be a part of this, you know what I'm saying? So they'd be breakdancing in the front yard and all kind of stuff like this. And I was like, I wanted to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? So I started writing little raps. First it was for the girls, and then you start battling dudes at school, start eating them up, and it's like, oh, I do this. I really want to do this. So I started doing it, man. Yeah.
Going back to coming in hot, right? Because you heard it everywhere, on social media this summer, and, you couldn't get away from it. Talk about, from an independent standpoint, or just like how did you see it start? Like, it's crazy.
It's a working process, because we had to believe in the vision. So this is what's real crazy is I had done a deal with Columbia where it was kind of like a partnership, you know what I'm saying? Really profit. Like, I wasn't like, they wasn't owning nothing that I had, but we were sharing the profits. So I did a deal with Columbia, and we had the song coming in hot. I tell you how the song got made was really crazy. Backstory. Me and Andy about to go on tour together. We like, man, we need to put together this song. I'm at Jamie Foxx's house. He had a party. I'm sitting there with Snoop and Too Short and Tip, and we sitting there. Snoop was very respectful of me. At one point in time during the night, he said, nephew, you may want to go to another part of the house right now. I was like, I appreciate you. I don't know what's about to go down, but thank you for looking out for me,
That was a nice, we call that flying a kite.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you like, I just may not be where you want to be right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you what you should do, but if you want to do something different, this might be the time to do something different.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, Andy hit me. He like, man, I'm in the studio. I'm in San Diego. We need to get this song done before tour. I'm like, dang, I'm in L.A. I ain't in L.A. Wherever Jamie House is.
You in West.
He's
Calabasas.
in the mountains.
Boonies.
So I said, all right, bet. Forget it. I'm just going to drive out there. You know what I'm saying? And I work on my verse and listen to the beat. And you know what I'm saying? And so I just started driving. And I get out there. I got a little something in my head. I get there, man. I'm tired. He got a studio full of people. And we just crafted up, and it was done that night. And it was kind of like, all right, this is the end of it. And, you know, put the song together. It was a tour song for tour. So, you know, I go back to Colombia, and I'm like, yo, we should put this song out. You should run this song. This. I feel like this got something to it. Yeah. It was like, nah, we good. I was like, okay. So I couldn't put it out on my project because I did a deal with Columbia and they wasn't fooling with it. So I wasn't going to give them the bread or waste the time. So we put it on Andy's project. You know what I'm saying? And
out of here.
Gone.
That's crazy.
Gone.
So you like, so now Columbia is like, damn, we just missed out on.
You know, they probably
that was their first right of refusal. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like they don't, you know, to them, you got to remember when the major labels, man, they like, man, it's a dime a dozen. You know, they just in and out. You know what I'm saying? No, but it's a whorehouse for musicians.
So how do you make your label not feel like the other labels that you may have to deal with?
No, we take care of everybody, man. Like I do a lot for my artists. Like I'll pay for therapy for them if they need therapy.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Man, we did financial literacy training, for the artists, which I got another project, sidebar, we can get in that later, but I did a project. It's called Protect the Bag. It's on YouTube right now, first episode, where we just teach financial literacy, but teaching them how to manage their funds, walking with them through their processes, helping them understand what's really going on. We not trying to, I don't want to compete with you. I want to eat with you. You know what I'm saying? So
say that again.
That's really how I approach it. A lot of artists is like, nah, you can't get where I'm, whatever. Nah, let's figure out how to, feed your family and grow this thing bigger.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Clever.
So who gave you the financial literacy that you're giving out now?
Life.
Yeah. Experience.
You feel me? Life, making some bad moves, folks stealing money from you. All of that. But I mean, I will say, man, shout out to my mom, because my mom made a lot of mistakes, and so I just learned from her. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, money don't make you, money just expose who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it expose who you really are. So, the struggle did way more for me. We was eating them bologna sandwiches and fried bologna, and I had a mattress on some cinder blocks in the house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was like, I wasn't tripping, but it just taught me the value of, what was going on out here.
How do you manage 9? I'm sorry, Fuzz. I'm just saying, because this is
a lot
crazy.
Of
like
on one label.
You got 9 artists. You're an artist yourself. How are you managing all of this? Like, what is I feel like, because family, this, like me and Fuzz, I'm like, Fuzz, I'm drained.
You got kids?
Hell yeah.
3 of them.
10, 7, and 2. 3 boys.
Artists is like kids, bro.
Thank you.
Artists is like kids. They ain't all the same. They got different needs. They need different things. So you just got to kind of understand who's who and what, what
right.
need what. You know what I'm saying? It's
but do you do who signs the art? Like, do you have an A&R? You have a whole team.
Yeah, we got a whole squad. So we got, I got an A&R. Shout out to my man Ace Harris. He a dope producer, and he got joints on Nicki Minaj's Pink Project. He got joints on so many different people. So he's super dope, but also is a really like wise dude who be led by God and trying to make right decisions. And so he put a squad together. His guy Dre did a lot of writing for a lot of people in the industry. So we don't just put scrubs on the team just like, oh, I love God. No. It's like are you skilled at what you do?
Are you dope at what you do?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a combination. Like I love that, that you love the Lord, but this might not be your ministry. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So
You keep it real.
yeah, man. So we got a dope squad of folks, man, who just rock with these artists, man, and help them become the best version of themselves. But I mean, like I said, that's why I be paying for therapy, because artists, I'm like, yeah, man, you need to take some.
You really dealing with some things.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me help you out. Because I seen how it go down. You know how the industry is, man. It's like they'll chew you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But you know what? He's probably one of the most successful, because I've seen where the so-called artist is the label owner, and a lot of those projects don't come out because the artist is still trying to fight and put out their own thing, and he be like, "Oh, let me get this one. I'm getting my. Then we can all no. You really have space. You give people space, like." And I think you kind of like, I'll let you drop something and I won't drop my, So I've seen you do it in layers, you know what I'm saying? Then they all can
Yeah.
But Andy probably he's one of the top.
Yeah. I mean, my man got over 100 million streams on a song. And it could have been on my album, but it wouldn't have been the best thing for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was best for him. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I don't want to compete with you. I want to eat with you.
And Andy's from New York?
Yeah, he's from New York. Yeah.
And how did you find him?
Shout out to my man Alex Medina. Alex is from New York too, from Washington Heights, Manhattan. And I was working on a project and Alex was a producer. Alex is just my guy. So he was trying to get into the music industry. He didn't, he was artistic. He was producing. He was drawing. I think he worked for Universal now, doing all of their design and
like
merch,
graphics and
all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So he was just like my guy, and he was like working on some music for me. He was like, bro, you got to hear this joint that my guy Andy did. Like they grew up together.
Okay.
So I was like, check it out. And it was a dope song called Background. And I was like, man, it's hard. I was like, your dude did this? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, this is hard. So we just connected, and I had a show in New York. I told him, let's come out, and we did the song together. And he had that New York energy. I didn't like that New York energy at first. I wasn't feeling it, because New York be a little bit extra with it, just like
I'm from New York.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro, I didn't, just that, like, it's confidence. It come off as arrogance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, but anyway, long story short, he killed it, and we just became family after that.
Wow.
That's dope. Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac all day, not even a question.
That was quick.
What you talking about?
Sheesh.
Like my Tupac, like my daddy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you look up to Tupac?
What? He probably raised me, man. All the stories he told. Come on, man.
What's your favorite Tupac album?
That's tough. I mean, All Eyes on Me is a classic, so you can't really beat that album. But
the one before.
The one before is hard too.
That's one
Which
of my
one?
favorite. The one is it Temptation?
Yeah.
Okay. Was so many tears on there?
What? Strictly for my niggas. I mean, he got so many joints, bro. Tupac. I mean, his music really did speak to my soul, for real, for real. Like
he was in LA a lot. He was LA Inglewood.
San Diego.
He's still.
So I'm saying the West Coast is influenced.
Oh
on
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It has an anointing on it.
That's right.
Was-
Shandabalo.
Did Tupac go too low with taking the picture with Faith Evans? Was that below the belt? Let's be real.
I mean, is that all that happened? I don't know.
Holy smokes!
I don't know.
Holy smokes,
I'm
Lecrae.
just saying.
Wow.
I don't think it's. I mean, he took a picture.
I mean, he took a picture.
He took a picture.
So I'm saying, is that all that happened? He just
They
took
were
a
in the
picture.
They were in the studio together.
I'm saying. So was it a low blow? Or he was. I'm saying, like, a low blow is like.
Really putting that thing out.
Yeah,
there.
I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, is that all that happened?
I don't know. We weren't there.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuzz was there. Fuzz was around.
I was definitely outside when all that was happening, but I'm like, yeah, it was like ooh, it was like, oh damn,
Yeah,
it was a low blow.
it was a low blow. Yeah, that was a low blow.
blow.
Look, man.
Now we gotta go.
Okay,
Church. Best pastor, Michael Todd or TD Jakes?
Oh, that's not fair.
It
bro.
wasn't fair. See, Fuzz, that's what. See, you ain't know I was in the church like that, boy.
That's not
You ain't know I
fair,
was in
bro.
the. Come on, you wasn't. You ain't know.
That ain't fair. That ain't.
You gotta check
fair.
out Michael Todd.
Michael
Everybody, I love
Todd,
TD. I love
that's
TD.
my homie, man. Mike Todd, he a good dude.
It's not fair.
Yeah, see.
Mike Todd, the homie. Jakes is a
Oh, come
icon.
on. I know. I knew you.
But you would hang out with Michael Todd.
I mean, I'll put you like this. I feel like Todd is that's like a peer. Jake's is like a
he OG.
Yeah, you know I mean, it's like all right.
It's kind of like
Okay. So Michael Todd is younger. He's a hip hop preacher.
Yeah,
he's a young guy.
Yeah.
And TD is.
Where's he from?
He's from
Tulsa,
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Jake's on another level, bro. It's like, I mean, that's hard.
It's just Tupac, Michael Todd, same thing.
Yeah,
same thing.
It's just I like the new renaissance of, I don't want to say Christian media, right? But it's just what is being put out there, because it's not the same thing that we saw.
Let me tell you what I like, though. I mean, that's cool. I'm with that. But to me, this is not shade. That's for churchy people, right? I'm not a churchy dude. So I be liking it when the church meets the culture. So like when I'm listening to Summer Walker album and then Sierra praying at the end of it, that's the stuff that get me excited, because the church meet the culture. When you see, I mean, Kanye be doing some weird stuff sometimes, but even still, understand. It's like I like that kind of thing happening, or Bieber or Chance, like when it
dabbling. But dabbling in a high level, high frequency.
Man, that's the stuff that get me going, and I get excited about that. I ain't mad at
this. Does it open up more? Like, let's take Chance the Rapper. He went there with it.
Yeah.
The Coloring Book album was pretty much. It's almost like a gospel project, because he had the choir. He had
right.
It had those feelings. I say feelings, church feelings. But he went there with it, and it was right. Like, did that open up more doors for you when? Or because you was already in your lane, but
I was in my lane. I think it made it more like palatable for people. Like, okay, like I'm not as shocked by what you do. They was shocked by what I was doing forever, but then that stuff started happening, and it's not as crazy.
Now it's cool.
Yeah, it's like it's whatever. They don't have no problem with it now.
Can I tell you a Kanye moment? I got pissed at a fan. This is a true story. You don't even know this, Q. So when Kanye put out the gospel project, which is, what is it called?
Jesus is King.
Yeah, Jesus is King. They did it at the Forum.
Yeah.
All right. So, please, y'all forgive me, because I'm about to. So I'm at the Forum. I got seats, and there's white fans. They're not, you know what I'm saying. So no one's heard the damn music at all. They just know it's about to be gospel.
Yeah.
This is Kanye selling merch. He was killing them
before
he played one note.
Yeah.
Q. Kanye push play, and now they're starting to get, this is a real gospel project, like choir and you know what I'm saying. These fools, I want to kick the back of this one dude. Thank you, Jesus! Hallelujah! I'm like, nigga, you over here drinking a beer? Like, what do you?
But you can do that though,
bro. Nah, he was faking with it, bro.
Maybe.
You hate the fakeness.
I hated that dude's faking, because I'm like, now you clowning my G.
Maybe he was fit.
Okay.
Nah, Q.
Okay,
he was playing with it, bro.
Okay.
Nah, he wasn't feeling nothing. He was just trying to fit into it. Had two breezes with their boobs out.
You never been.
I'm not judging nobody, but I want to kick him in his back.
It was inauthentic. I
didn't think it was authentic. That's what I'm saying.
I feel him on that. I don't like that type of stuff either.
It was just like, I'm like, I said, oh no, they're missing this is my thing. I'm deeper. I'm like, they're missing the message. Yeah. That's why I like Kirk Franklin, because Kirk Franklin's he a real N-word. He gonna get the message in, but he gonna sneak in with some knock. Yeah, and he gonna do some real praise and worship records. Like, that's my bag. Like, I get it, but I'm like, but he gonna get you with, he gonna loop up some Patrice Russian and make you
right.
I know what that is, and he grooving. Yeah. But I'm saying do that. But I'm saying, but Kanye was in a position where I'm not the Kanye, but I'm like, the fans didn't get. I just saw one moment like the fans think it's a joke, and like this dude is Kanye turned the corner. I'm like, he's really serious.
Yeah, he's really in it. Yeah,
it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
he's backsliding now. I mean, as we all do.
I know he just smoked herb on
I don't know what I don't know if that's him being more comfortable in his own skin, or if he wilding. I can't tell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
Because he's a creative person. He's so I'm like, he's just doing him. Like, it could be worse. It could be some.
Yeah, I can't speak on that man's situation.
Yeah. But I'm glad he's doing it though. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm not the wilding out part. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm glad that he's doing positive music.
I think we all got different sides that we, that we show, and that we, either hide or we protect, or we like, I don't do that.
But I'm glad he didn't fake the funk though. That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't fake the funk. Like, I know, he's trying to figure. He went through a divorce. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Allegedly. Lecrae, what is that one album that you keep getting stopped and people are like, yo, we love this one? For me, your last one was just like, I'm literally listening and I'm like, it's crazy because it don't like, I know what kind of music I want to have set the tone when my kids are in the car. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, they out the car though. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's that album for you that
people just,
it's different for different eras, because that's a blessing that I've been around for so many different eras. You know what I'm saying? But like they'll say Rebel, which is one of my, I think that's like my third album, something like that. And they'll say that one because that in that era, in that time period, I was real bold with it. I was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause at that point in time, the culture was just, I didn't care. I'll go to the dope boy. I'll be like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm out here, bro. Jesus, what's up? You know what I mean?
Bang on you.
You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing. So they loved that. They was like, whoa, you so bold and
raw.
You know what I mean? And that was a time period in the era. And then, you know, I think the other one is it could be like Anomaly, but that's just because it was the biggest album. You know, it was the #1 album in the country when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? So folks is just like, we never seen that. You was on Fallon and we never seen this. So
do you feel like that was a crossover project for you? If in the so-called quote unquote.
Yeah, I think so. I think I was on the map. But to me, I think the one that really like drives the nail in the hammer is Church Clothes Volume 1, because it bridged the gap. You know what I'm saying? It was like you got me working with mainstream artists and producers and still
I love when you in that bag. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
That was the one. That was the one. It's that piff, like it shut down the site for a little while when it came out. So it was like that was the one that people was like, that did something. You know what I mean?
What's the one person that called you? You were like, dang, so-and-so just called me, either work with them or just talk to me. Like, because we all got oh wow moments, right? What was the oh wow moment? You still like, man, I don't believe this person know me. Like
Bun B, first person to hit me up.
Are you Houston?
Yeah. Bun B.
You looked at, that's a big deal.
I was like, Bun B just hit my line on some, bro, I'm proud of you. I was like, what? Bun B. You know, that was big. And then this is a trip people out. Mm-hmm. He wasn't big not Bun B, but Kendrick, K-Dot. He wasn't big. Yeah. And we was tight because I hit him when he dropped forgot the name of the project. It
Section 80?
Before that.
Oh, this is before, I know what you're talking about.
Before Section 80.
Overly Dedicated.
It was before that.
Wow. Okay.
I wanted like early mixtape.
Yeah.
So he had a song called Faith. And I hit him on, I was like, oh, you know, I hit him on Twitter. He was like, oh man, thank you. We exchange numbers. We chop it up all the time. Mm-hmm. And it was dope just to feel like we both doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? In our respective lanes. I mean, now he on a whole nother stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? But to me, that was dope to be able to, you know, kind of like experience what someone else was experiencing on the whole other side. Like I remember when he had done the joint, the remix with Jay-Z, and just being able to talk to him about it and like, how long did that take? And what was you thinking? Oh, that's Jay. Like, what you feeling? Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that was special. Bun B hitting me was special. And then just seeing Kendrick's rise was special. Crit too, you know, because Crit jumped on my project before people really knew who he was.
And you respect that. Like, they showed up early for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big time.
That's dope.
When we getting some new music, man? I'm talking about this past.
December 3rd. I don't know when this
it's right now.
Okay, bet. Yeah,
like,
December 3rd.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. December 3rd, man. You know, I got Church Clothes 4 in the clip, but I had to stop because we ain't been to church in a minute. So I did a tape with my guy 1K Few called No Church in a While. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. Pandemic church.
You know what I'm saying? No church in a while. And then some people just ain't going back. Pandemic was like, nigga, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What am I doing? Yeah. So it's like, for me, I'm like, man, do you have people who love you, who are connected to you, who are committed to you, who helping you become a better, who God created you to be? We the church. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you not to go to your building. I'm just saying I struggle with the institution. I struggle with paying for your lights and your music.
And you pulling up in a Rolls Royce while
I struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's some good folks doing some great things.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
In them situations, and shout out to them. But for Lecrae, I struggle with that type of stuff. So I'm more likely gonna be sitting in the house with some with
you on the same page, because it's like I grew up in the church, but it's like I don't want to feel like you got to bow down to this pastor who's coming in.
I ain't buying
the shades on.
Nobody.
I'm like, man.
No, trust
My mom's in church heavy, so she. Yeah, like I said, I got so burnt out on church. I'm like, I went to church for enough for everybody. Like it was 3 times a week, that kind of thing.
So for me, I'm like, to me, it ain't about the building; it's about the people. So do you have people in your life who helping you be what God created you to be?
100%.
And that's what I keep. I keep some solid people
around you.
We grow, we chop it up, we get in the word. You know what I'm saying? We, they cussing, whatever, drinking, smoking cigar, talking about God. It's all connected.
Balance.
You know what I'm saying? It's connected.
So that's what no church in a while.
No church in a while. December 3rd.
Any features? Who we?
It's me and 1K just going at it. We got some crazy producers. It's just a tape.
About it.
It's just a tape. You know what I'm saying? We got dudes from the Babies Camp came through. Some of the best folks in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got some heavy hitters on there just in terms of production. And we just wanted to put it out. It was like we was working on Church Clothes 4, which I got some great features on Church Clothes 4. I mean, I'm off the top. I got some. Boy, the folks came through. I went to Inglewood and got with some Inglewood.
There you go,
legends too.
But
man, we cooking.
See, that's what makes the like.
I want to see him I want to see him on the record with. Oh, what's my man from Houston? He crazy. He be talking like that.
Toby.
Talk. No, not Toby. Toby's my homie. No, he crazy. He be talking like oh man, he chopped up a Bentley. He crazy.
I know what you're talking about. Damn. Who is?
You know what I'm talking about? He be talking about Swagoo. He had like a diamond on it. He's crazy.
Oh, Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker.
That's my guy. He just hit me not too long ago.
I wonder because people would never think to
Sauce
see.
a wild boy.
But I would want to see him and Lil Uzi get down.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People, this is the thing, man. Every artist is a whole person. We gon' connect on something.
Even Kodak Black, Kodak Black got a real connection with God, and he's not afraid to show it, bro.
Yeah. I love that type of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's more in his lane.
That's when I tap in.
But are we gonna see you and Toby? Toby, that's my homie.
I mean, we might. This is the thing. Me and Toby go back. We actually we went to the same school.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. So we go back. The thing with Toby is I'm down to do whatever he want to do, but at the same time, I respect his lane, and I don't ever want anybody. He walking that fine line. I don't want nobody to confuse him with what lane he in. So, you know what I'm saying? If he want to do it, I'm down. But at the same time, I want to make sure people know he is not running in the lane that folks think I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to encroach on that. But that's my guy. I love him.
Yeah, they both from H-Town. But yeah, I would love to see Sauce
Walker
and Lecrae.
I think that's easy. I like that you tap in with the outside of your lane. Like that's easy. Like I like that you're in. That's why I'm saying his production. I listen to beats first, and he always taps in with the right stuff.
Yeah, from it. I'm from the soil. It ain't on me. It's in me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no pretend 10. You know what I mean? Like look. I mean, you ain't never gonna be able to say Lecrae ain't for real hip hop. He ain't rap. That's what I do. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, this is not me trying to play. Like, again, I love Warren Campbell. Warren's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
He's been on a FAQ podcast.
It's a friend of our show.
Shout out to Warren. Warren is
a nigga. Yeah, okay.
Warren, I never thought we would say nigga this much. And we've said it this much with Lecrae.
That's my guy.
I don't think I've ever said nigga this much on a podcast. Well,
it's all good.
All right, so thank you.
But no, I'm saying, like, Warren, like a lot of my homies who came from the church, but like they really are churchy dudes, but they really do get down outside of church too. They know both of them worlds and they meet like that.
Yeah, man.
I'm really not from the church. So
it's the opposite way.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
What I'm saying?
You're doing it the opposite way.
I'm coming to meet the churchy people like, okay, wait, what y'all be doing? So y'all raise your hand like, okay, cool. I just love God. I don't know all y'all rules. I don't know who the big players was in the back of Andre Crouch. What does he do?
Yeah, Walter Hawkins, you're like, I don't know. Hawkins, right, you're not deep in it.
I don't know it like that.
You're just getting caught up with everything.
My homies be knowing. They be like, Craig, I don't know like that. So it's the opposite direction for me. But
that's dope.
But we meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Warren was on our podcast, and he admitted that, he told the story about Shackles by Mary Mary. Those are all DJ Quick drum sounds.
Wow. Wow.
Right? So I'm like, oh, that's why it slapped, dub. Like,
Wow.
We're gonna put it out there. Fuzz is gonna connect you with.
you probably already know, but
Who?
oh, quick, yeah. I do want to connect. We had we've been having off-air conversation, but I got to do a quick conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that actually when we get off.
Yeah, man.
I know you got some other projects. I know you said you were doing some stuff in in prisons, right?
Yeah. So, okay, it's a couple things. One is financial literacy is a big piece of it. So, of course, Protect the Bag, which is on YouTube right now, teaching people how to, use their money wisely, especially in the Black community. You know what I'm saying? Because we spending all this bread and we don't invest it in each other. We don't do that type of stuff. And then the other side of it is, I did a contest, first rap contest in a prison ever. So, worked on a contest where we had 500 people submit from different prisons around the country. I had Morris, Zaytoven produced the beat. Yeah. Morris Brown went through 500 of them, found the top 25. I went through the top 25, chose a winner. We flying out to the prison to record the song.
Dope.
And then I'm gonna jump on the song with them. All the proceeds go toward whatever prison charitable institutions that particular individual is excited about, or that we find like something that benefits the
and you gonna put the music out.
Yeah, and the music come out.
And see, in the prisons they listen to JPay, which is which all the music has to be clean. Mm-hmm. So you had no problem with that,
right? Exactly. So it's actually done through JPay. You know what I'm saying? So it's done through JPay. JPay.
Who owns JPay?
Actually, you know who owns Peloton?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Peloton. Yes.
Oh
Peloton
yeah, I got
making that bread.
Yeah.
That's another thing though. I ain't
mistaken.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
Don't quote me. You said it hard. Just said don't quote.
I don't like all of. I don't know all the politics about how that stuff work. I do know. I don't like working specifically like with particular entities and stuff within the prisons because it's all like a weird type of thing. I don't know how they get their soap and their pants and their shoes. I feel like it's always something broken in that system going on. But you do what you got to do to get the project done.
Yeah.
Maybe you watched Empire when they had that episode when they made the rap song, and that's when I stopped watching Empire. I'm like, wait,
but remember Ty Dolla $ign's brother was on the record.
That's one of my favorite.
That's one of my favorite songs ever, bro.
Ever.
It's a miracle.
I cried on Miracle.
To me, that's my gospel, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's when
one of my favorite.
Boy.
It's a miracle.
Ty ratcheted it up though. I was like, Ty, why you make this so ratchet?
They put that song together. That was a great.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
I think did D-Mal produce that?
I don't know. That record is hard. That's why I said I was like, no, remember?
Yeah. That's my joint. And this boy in there spitting in bars.
Yeah, that was heartfelt. Heartfelt.
And his brother is still in jail, man.
I know.
Which is crazy. Free TC, by the way.
Yeah.
Free TC. Oh, you're a real head, man.
Yeah, no, he has cushion alcohol and all these other things.
Ooh.
Cushion.
Don't say that.
You remember that Ty Dolla $ign?
Yeah, D-Mal produced that, man.
Yeah,
shout out to D-Mal. D-Mal just went crazy on the Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak project.
Man, I respect it, bro.
You need to work with D-Mal.
Come on, make it happen.
Here's another concept we're gonna say, if he steals it. You need to have a project where you work with rappers or people that we didn't think you would rap with.
Yeah,
just like all like Sauce Walker.
Oh, I would do it.
Too Short, like all of these.
Let me A&R that.
I'll do it in a heartbeat. Y'all put it together. Let's do it.
Let's curate it. We A&R it. Then we
it's like some like crazy artists that you wouldn't think, and then they talk about.
Maybe that's the DJ Quick connection. Then.
I'm all about it. Come on, run it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I know it can happen. Shout out to Fuzz too. Fuzz. I made one phone call and all of a sudden me and BJ Chicago Kid got a song. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. He made it. Wow.
Man, anytime this dude call me, it's nothing. It's not a problem.
Bang bang.
It's a pleasure meeting you, bro.
Bro, pleasure's mine. Man.
Hey man, I'm trying to tell you, Lecrae's a solid dude.
I can tell. You can tell. He's young. He's not really 40. He's 26.
That's right.
Yeah. Just looks young.
Look, and we talk about everything, man.
Yeah.
We
FAQ
did.
Podcast. Please subscribe. FAQ Podcast. Just follow us on Instagram, YouTube. Lecrae, thank you, brother.
Make sure y'all pick up his album.
Yeah, No Church in the Wild coming December 3rd, man. Go get that thing. And go to YouTube and watch Protect the Bag. Learn how to do, get your financial health right.
Yeah. He's the Diddy he's Diddy. He's Master P. He's
the faith-based Master P.
Yes.
He don't have Ciroc, he just got cranberry on rocks.
Yes.
No, we have our own wine. It's called the First Miracle.
Yeah. Hey man, Lecrae.
Like this.
It's just bottles of water. It turns red as soon as you open up the cap. It's turning into wine.
Hey, what happened?
Look at that. Water and wine, man.
Yo, man. Lecrae, we appreciate you, brother, man. FAQ Podcast, frequently asked questions with Fuzzy and Quincy. We see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.